Hello, fifth grade. Mrs. Phelps here. Wanted to talk to you about the next step in our World War II research project. This is one we're just so excited about. At this point, you should have finished collecting all of your information for your flashcards. So pat yourself on the back. Kudos to you. This is something that you probably haven't had to do in this magnitude, including involving looking for lots of research. And so we're really proud of you that you've worked hard. You've looked to make sure that you have non-biased sources, fact-checked, all of that. That's a huge skill that you're going to use throughout the rest of your academic career. So kudos to you for doing the first step. So now we're talking about the next step. This is also something that you've not done before. So we wanted to jump on and film a quick video to help make sure that it makes sense. I know sometimes it's really a lot easier to see it if you can watch someone do it at the same time. And doing it that way you can come back and refer to this if you're still a little confused. So with that being said, we are going to work on our project, our outline for our project. So this is your first sheet. You may have some different due dates depending on teacher and that kind of thing. But the next thing, we're on step 3 right here. You've done 1, check. You've done 2, check. We're now on this step 3 where we're creating our outline, okay? So in essence, what we are doing is we're taking the information that has been given to us that we have, and we are using that to create an outline so that when we put this information in Google Slides to create our final presentation, this makes it really easier, makes it very easy. This way we're not spending a ton of slides and information on facts that aren't necessarily important. They're great information to know, but they aren't necessarily important. And we're not also discounting things that aren't there. So without further ado, if you will flip to page 2 of your packet, down here at the bottom, this is your rubric. So this is how we're grading you on this outline. I will say in the past, the format is really important. And if you haven't done this before, it can get a little tricky. So I just really encourage you to make sure that you're paying attention to how it asks you to have it, including like title and all of that information. This is one where you're going to end up with capital letters and Roman letters as a typical outline. Again, this is something you're going to use throughout the your middle and high school career. So it is something we want you to be familiar with. As with all of the things, if you turn something in and you end up missing points, we do give you the opportunity to go back and fix for points back. The goal of this is to really do this with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that you feel really familiar and comfortable with this. These same topics and ideas are also in 6th grade. And that is one that they kind of have this expectation that you kind of know what to do. So this is why we're taking it really slow, giving you lots of opportunity, giving you lots of feedback, and then giving you opportunity to adjust based on the feedback so that you can make sure that you have the best step moving forward in middle school. So again, just to mention that this is there, this is how we're grading it. So just make sure that you continue to refer to this as you go. Also pay attention to your due date. It may vary between Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Friday, or even between teachers within sessions, but just pay attention to that just so that you have it as you go. All right, without further ado, here we go. First thing I want you to do is grab out your flashcards. Okay, you should have at least 20. Some of you have more, which is awesome. It means that you found additional facts to use in your presentation, and that is really a helpful thing. So I encourage you to go get them, pause the video, go get them, and put them here, and then we can use that to help as we go. All right. So if you have your facts, your cards, remember we asked that you came up with your cards in and we asked you to do 3 symbols or 3 colors or something to help you for the 3 major pieces of whatever it was that you were looking at. So whether it was a person or an organization or, an event or whatever, you had it. So I'm going to show you how to do this with just one of your subtopics. And then from there, you can, we'll pause and you can do the same thing. You'll repeat it with both of them. Okay. So I'm going to choose one. I chose to do mine on the Battle of Britain. It was a specific battle during World War II. I chose this one, A, because no one else has it. Ha, ha, ha. That way you could see it. But also, this might help you to make sure that you are familiar with it. Okay, so you were going to lay them all out. Again, this is why we color code, so it makes it really easy. If you have probably less than 5 or 6 facts for each subtopic. I encourage you to pause and see if you can find additional ones. Some of you have like 2 facts on a card, and we said that was okay. So you may have less cards, but we're looking for this number of facts, okay? Okay, so first thing you're gonna do in your outline, when you think about it, is you are going to want to make sure that you have added your topic. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of do this a little as we go. This is a page in your packet that we encourage you to use as like your rough draft. Your final topic does need to be typed. So just as a reminder, don't turn this in or this will not help you, but this is a way so that when you're typing it, it makes it really easy, okay? So your topic is gonna go at the top. The topic we talked about is the Battle of Britain. Okay, and so the first topic, none of you have a specific one about this one. So my topics are a little bit different, again, for that reason that way no one is copying. But the first subtopic that I was given to research, was like strategies of the Battle of Britain. Okay, so this is what I was given as one of my 3 subtopics to research. So all of my facts that I have pulled, all of these little triangle shapes, all have to do with strategies of the Battle of Britain. With me so far? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read over these facts and I'm going to see if there's a way that I can divide them into 2 sections, okay? See if there's a natural break in doing 2, okay? So let's think. Britain decided to attack German planes before they could get into the air to actually attack. Britain knew that Germany would go on the offensive and they used radar to predict the German attacks. Germany felt that Britain was a stronger enemy than France. They asked the British citizens to participate in blackouts, no noise or lights, and to cover their windows. German planes wouldn't be able to tell if it was a city or a farmland, and then they wouldn't maybe hit their target and cause so much destruction. And then Germany used the Blitz attack, which relied on the element of surprise. So when I look at these, I kind of noticed 2 almost distinct ways that I could split it into, right? So again, we're looking at strategies of battle, and I almost can say these are ones that these were Britain strategies, and then these were German strategies, right? So all 3 of these were things that Britain did leading up to this battle, or during the battle, really leading up to the battle, to really support. These were the strategies, the things that they had planned to do. And these were things that they had planned to do within the battle, right? And so then we go on to research. One of the things might be what actually happened in the battle. So like, did they use these strategies or whatever? But this again is like pre-planning what they did. So do you see how it's kind of like I can easily split it into Britain and Germany? Okay, so I'm going to come back over here to my outline, and I'm going to write German strategies, and I'm going to write British strategies. Okay, so this A and this B, these are the 2 subtopics that I can divide the strategies of the Battle of Britain into. Does that make sense? Okay, so now, as I look at this, for me, I'm going to look at just German real quick, just to make it a little bit easy. I have 2 German facts, okay? So I have Germany felt that Britain was a stronger enemy than France. And I have Germany use the Blitz attack, which relied on the element of surprise, okay? And these are going to be the 2 facts that I'm going to put right in here, okay? Now, what I have already done, actually, is on page 8, I have already pre-typed this for you, okay? So it's the same thing. Strategies of battle, German strategies, and then I just have these 2 that I used, okay? And then same with British, these 3 that we had, okay? One of the things I want you to notice on your on this example one is these are not complete sentences, okay? So like relish in the fact that for once your teacher is saying, it is okay for you to not write incomplete sentences. I know, it's our gift to you. No, just kidding. But in an outline, they don't actually want you to have complete sentences. The goal of this is to shorten and combine as much as you can together so that it is a short little snippet. They could look at this one thing, read this one pager, and get general information about the Battle of Britain. Is it going to give you extreme detail? No. That's what your presentation is going to be in your PowerPoint, your Google Slides. But we want to kind of condense in as much as we can. Okay. So I have taken these facts and I have split them into it. All right. So that's how I did this first one. And then I might take all of my cards that have the neck shape on them, and I'm going to do the same thing. Can I find 2 ways to divide them? And then the facts within it. And then the third one, right? Whatever my third shape is, can I find 2 as we go? Now, what we did, I went ahead and did this as an exemplar for you to show you. And I just want to mention this in number 3. We're saying we definitely want you to have at least 2 subtopics. There may be something that you're like, man, I know they said 2, but 3 is actually a better, stronger thing. Like I actually need 3 subtopics for this. So we gave you an example down here. And this third one, the aftermath of the battle. Okay, and so in this one, there was some things that happened with Britain. There were some things that happened with Germany. And then there were some things that happened within the Allied nations. And so because of that, that was an important piece to have 3. So we are not, it is absolutely okay if you need to have 3. We are only requiring 2. Does that make sense a little bit? Okay, so let's look back here so that you can see this. And see, make sure that you have your topic as the title, okay, so the Battle of Britain, 3 to 4 subtopics, including your details as capital letters, okay, so these are your Roman numerals, and then your supporting details as capital letters, right, those like 2 little subtopics that you have, okay, and then you have your little facts underneath it as you go, okay. Notice how it is indented. So this one is where you would normally start. This one is indented once. This is indented 2 times, and this is you just hitting that little shift button over. This one is 3 times. Okay, just so you see it. And then you come back for this one. This one is 2 times. Okay, as we go. I will post I'll actually share with the class this in a Google Doc so that you can just probably delete and add as you go. But then that way you have it to use as you're going, or you're welcome to just type it. Either way is completely fine. But just know the format does matter. If you're having a hard time with the format, just make sure you reach out to your teacher ahead of time so that we know. Again, this is stuff that they are doing in middle school and have this expectation that you know how to do. And so we want to troubleshoot with you where we can. Questions, reach out to your teacher. Otherwise, good luck. Have a great day. Bye.